gladiator. You're like, if you were to bet only 8 numbers, or 9 numbers, you'd be thinking, oh my. What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AllonBlack here. Okay, we got another strategy submitted by Bonzo Blaze Bonzo, excuse me, and he calls it Hot Pot. Aye. All right, so it's a two column strategy. Follow the winner. So it starts off with 2 units on 2 columns, and you're going to put those on the last 2. Okay, now what I wanted to show you here, the reason I'm starting off on our Roulette Analyzer tool is I want to show you how you can convert this to take advantage of the French table of the Le Partage, which pays you 50% back on any outside 1-to-1 bets, meaning these down here, 1 to 18, even, red, black, odd, and high, right? Columns and dozens don't get that benefit. So how can we convert it? All right, you can if you're going to play columns, but columns are the same as 2 dozens, right? I mean, let's be real here. You can play this strategy and just move these over here. And if you're going to play 2 dozens, we got 4 units out, right? Well, let's scrap those 4 units and let's add 1 unit to each of these double streets, okay? Now we got 2. This is the same thing, 2 and 2. Now, let's take these down here, and I'm just doing this so you can follow me. Let's bring these 3 units down here. We are essentially covering the same thing, except now, if we hit a 0, we're going to get a $1.50 back here on this bet. And you can reverse it to the other side going like this. But that's sort of the steps if you're brand new to converting a strategy from normal to a French Le Partage, and you're trying to get your bets on the outside. That's the easiest. Those are the steps. Lay your original bet down, try to break it down by double streets or streets, and make sure the units are the ratio is still there. Then see if you have 6 streets covered with the same amount, put those on here. If you have banger or corners and some splits, you won't be able to get those, but this is the way you do it. All right, let's get to the strategy right now. Okay, fools, we're back. So we're going to get underway with this. I'm using dollar units. It looks like we have the first column and the second column are our last repeaters here. So let's see what we can do with that. We got a balance of $1,000. Now, he recommends for 50-cent units, you have a bankroll of 728. I'm using twice that, and I don't have twice the bankroll. So I want to be a little aggressive because I want you guys to win. All right, so here's what we do. We're starting with 2 units on the 2 last winning columns. If you win, we profit $2. We're going to split that profit between these 2 columns, and now we go to 3. Now, pay attention to this progression, especially when we lose, because it's not just this normal martingale system that Mr. Bonzo put up. And let's get our countdown so we can kind of figure out how much time we're playing here. Again, what I'd like to do is I want to give these strategies a lot of time so you can actually see not just 15 minutes of these things, but what do these look like overall? Okay, there we go. So we just lost. So we're going to play follow the last 2 winners, which are the 24 and 20. That's the second, third. And we are going to martingale that first loss. Okay, we're going to martingale that first loss. Now pay attention to what we're going to do on recovery here, because it's not simply double or play at the same thing. This is a unique step system here. So let's keep going. Hot Pot by Blaze Bonzo. He didn't write if he saw this on another channel, so I'm just assuming that he didn't. All right, there's a win. There we go. So what we're going to do on a win is we're going to take the profit and stack it again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. What's up, fools? Brent with AOB here. Got some extra cash you can afford to play with? Join our top-tier gambling site, raised.com, using my code and unlock amazing perks. Enjoy exclusive VIP transfers, daily affiliate cash giveaways, a paid leaderboard to boost your winnings, end-of-the-month lottery for big cash prizes, and Fans Friday, where we pool our money and I play for you during a live stream. Plus, score awesome AOB merchandise, and join the best gambling community out there. Truly, we're like family. Jump into our Discord and see what we're all about. Sign up today and start earning free money. Let's effing go. So yeah, now me, I don't go to this step right here. I don't go to this step because we just broke even. But if you want to profit well, this is the more aggressive version. Okay, so we're going to go with back to base, 2 units. We broke even on that one hit. Stacking it up to $9 on each, that to me, that's an unnecessary risk. Again, if you want to play aggressive and you want to, you got it. So let's say we were playing with 10-cent units with $1,000 bankroll. Sure, I'm going to press it. But and I'm going to play aggressive, but we're not. And I think most of you, when you're playing for profit, you're not playing that aggressive, right? All right. So we are going to rebet, bring this down here because we're following the last 2 winners, which are the first and the second, and we're going to martingale it. And again, if we win this one, we're going to split the profit, which is $4, and put $2 on each unit. Okay. And again, if it were me, if we hit this bet, that's a break-even bet, I go back down to base and I rinse and repeat. I shouldn't use the word rinse. And we repeat. Okay, but that's just me. I'm going to play it exactly like he has written it. And of course, if you win, this is going to be far more profit than what I'm suggesting. All right, we're back down. Excuse me. We're going to repeat and we're going to add 2 to each. I almost reset back to base, but no, we're going to split the profit, which was 4 units, and we're going to split it 2 and 2 on each of these. So if we were to lose, every loss, you're going to keep martingaling, okay? And then after those losses, you're going to split the profit and add it. You can see how expensive this would get, martingaling those outside bets, like right now, okay? So we are going to bring it up at second and third, and we're going to double it. So now we are at a $12 bet instead of doubling. If we had gone down to base, right, we would be at 2 and 2. That'd be a $4 bet. Yeah, we'd be at an $8 bet instead of a $12 bet. So, I mean, that's 50% more, right? So that's considerable. But I do like the aggressive nature of it. If you're going to just play and go for it and want to make profit, I like that. Oh my gosh, but this is why you got to be careful. Okay, here we go. Rebet, bring this down here and double this up. We got a $24 bet now per column. So it's a $48 total bet. You see it right there. Let's go. So let me know in the comments if you like this format where I'm playing a strategy for, say, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I want you to have enough viewing sample size here so that you can see how this really plays out. But then I want to play this for like 30 minutes so you can see what it does over a longer session. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. Wowzers. This is what can happen on any strategy. So just make sure you know we're up to a $96 bet already. Okay. And we're 4 and 5. That is not the statistic that we should be having right now, playing 2 dozens, covering almost 2/3 of the board, right? Just shy because we have the 0. But again, if you go back to the beginning, you can convert this to take advantage of that French. You can actually convert it so you have a 0 banger on there. I have a video showing you how to convert that. All right, there we go. It's finally a win. So that's 48. So we're going to put 24 units on each. 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We now have a $144 bet. And I really want to win this one because our next bet would be $288. We would almost be wiped out pretty quickly just with a couple losses more at this rate. Oh, phew. I thought I was going to hit that 20. Amen. All right, let's go back. We got first, right? First column here. And we got the third column. So we're going 2 here, 2 here. And let's go back to it. Oh, man. All right. we're already at $47 with 5 minutes and 56. Let's see if we can get to $50 for Mr. Blaze Bonzo. And again, he's going to get 50% of the profits if we get at least $50. And we're going to round up. I'm not sending partial cents and stuff like that. Oh, great. Okay, so it's okay to lose as long as you win the big ones, right? All right, here we go. We're going to pull this one down here, and we are going to double up the bet. So yeah, let's recover on here. Let's get to at least $50, and then I'm going to play. This will be at, let's keep this under 10 minutes here. That way I can give you two strategies. I'm not going to do three again. The video was too darn long. Plus that was the first time doing it. So I ran way over. We don't want videos that long. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get a win here. We need 2 wins in a row. All right, there we go. There's one. Now we're going to stack the profits, which was $4. So we're going to add $2 to each column. So yeah, go back and look at the very beginning of the video and see how you can convert this. Now it would go from columns to dozens, but you're still covering 12. The principle of the strategy can remain exactly the same, except you get half back on 0. And if you want to remove one number from out here on one of the columns, you can move it into the 0. And all right, there we go. Banger number. Okay, from right here, I'm going to repeat the bet. I'm going to go down to base bet, which is 2 units on the first and third. I'm going to let you guys go. By the way, the first word today for our comment picker is free, F-R-E-E, free. So type in free. Congratulations to the winners from the previous video that were posted at the beginning of this video or close to it. But we'll draw another 2 winners. All you got to do is comment, put the 2 words into the comment, spaced at least 1 word apart, and you're eligible for the drawing. All right. I'll be back after we fast forward this for a while. Cheers.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over facts.
Okay, I'm going to stop us right there. Even though we won that last one, we ended up with $280. So congratulations, Mr. Blaze Bonzo. You have $140 coming to you. I would make one big change on this strategy. This is just me. You know how I feel about progressions. Progressions are life. There were times when the bet starts getting big, we win it after doubling it because we lost previously. We win it and we're stacking on top of that. Then we lost. We were going down the tube there for a second, and had we lost that next bet, that was our last bet. We would not have been able to martingale beyond that. So be very, very careful. For me, this is a more aggressive style. Great if you're going for profits or you have a bunch of progressions. If we had been betting 10 cents, not a problem. But if you're going to play, I suggest that when you get close to break even, just bring your bets back down. At least step it down a little bit. You don't have to go all the way to base bet, but step it down, protect those progressions. But all in all, I like this strategy. I like the way the progressions go. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to keep playing with it. Good job, Mr. Blaze Bonzo. Make a ticket. You got it. And we'll go on to the next strategy. Cheers. Okay, fools, we're back with another strategy here by another member. Eric242 submitted one called Stuck on Repeat. It's a progressive coverage system. You got to really pay attention to this one here. So we're going to cover the last 7 numbers that hit. In this case, 1, 23, 35, 3, 7, 36, 36, and 28. Okay. Now, if it repeats down here, you just skip it and go to the next number. You want 7 of the last unique numbers. Now, in all fairness, the way Eric plays this is he says he goes and waits for a wheel that does not have a repeat like in the last 7. First of all, I'm not going to wait. Second of all, I believe if you see repeaters, that's exactly the table you want to jump in. So I'm playing this different than what Eric, how his instructions play it, and that's fine. But I think if you see repeats, that's the time I want to go in. I don't want to start busting in on a table where you're not seeing very many repeaters recently. So we differ in that. So I'm going to play that, but follow this. This, you have to practice on this one. This is a great one to go to our roulette tool and just practice this progression and see how it goes. So I'm going to walk you through the steps on how it goes. Okay, so when we lose, we start with 7 originally, right? We're going to rebet and we're going to add the new one. We don't increase our bet. We're going to leave it at the base unit here. So Stuck on Repeat by Eric. It'll be interesting to see if this can make at least $50 in 30 minutes. Instead of Stuck on Repeat, I think it was a missed opportunity. I think it should have been Sweeter Repeater because there's nothing sweeter. Or you could shorten it up and call Sweet Repeat. But Stuck on Repeat, I like that. I like that name. Takes me back to the old days. All right. Remember when records, you youngins won't remember LPs, but records, they could get stuck as the needle wouldn't keep moving. The needle's supposed to move, right? Starts on the edge of the record and the needle moves towards the middle, and sometimes it would get stuck. So Stuck on Repeat, I do like it. Not as much as Sweeter Repeater. All right, there we go. He recommends for 10-cent unit, he recommends, I believe, a $280 bankroll. Now, I had to practice this one a couple times to get this down. And what I noticed is this can go deep in the weeds. Okay, so I was going to use a higher progression, but he says for $1 units, it would need a $2,800 bankroll. We have 1,000. So 50 cent would still need $1,400 bankroll. I'm just leaving it at 10. I practiced to kind of start getting this dialed in, and I didn't play it all the way through, but one time that I was just practicing, it went pretty deep in the progressions. Now I screwed up the progression because you got to keep adding to it. All right, here we go. We're going to rebet and we're going to go to 6. We have 11 numbers now. We have 11 numbers. So I'm going to save this last bet, and then you want to save it with 1 unit on it. Then you're going to double it or increase it by 1 bet. But you want to save it when you get to 11 numbers. You want to save that as a base bet, and I'll show you why, with 1 unit. Don't double it, then save it. Save it with 1 base unit. And again, I'll show you why. All right, let's keep going. 1 hit should get us into profit, other than he says the 14th progression. If you get that far, that is not a recovery. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go up 1 unit now. After 11, we're going to go up 1 unit on everything. So you would have to click all these. In this case, we can just hit our saved bet to go up 1 unit and add 3, match up that 4 with that. So save your 11. You can't save it at this stage because it's 3 units. You have to save it at 11 units when you have 1. At least you have 11 numbers covered to be able to increase your bets by 1 unit. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start increasing our bets by 1 unit and adding. There we go. Bang. All right. So now you got to be quick. 28, 4, 6, 2, 13, 14, 23. All right, there we go. And you're going to go over to your saved bet and you're going to delete it because you no longer need that. We're back down to 7. We're already at 450. So I'm hopeful. Let's get our time going up. We're actually into it. Let's just say 5 minutes. So I'm going to add 5 minutes to that. So I'm going to play this for, I don't know. I want you to see the progressions as we go through and adding the numbers and see how it recovers, because that's very, very important, right? I always say it's not how much money we make, it's how it recovers. That's the most important thing. All right, here we go. And we're going to add that. That is our number 8, second progression. And apologies in the last video. I totally forgot to put the graph up in time. I put it in as we were fast forwarding it. Just a mental lapse on my part. And so I apologize for that. By the way, let's just do it now. Our second word for this video, our second word is cat. Now remember, oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. perfect. Now we go back and we do the last 7. Now you could hit repeat if you felt like you wanted to drag stuff off. 28, 462, and 13. Oh, 13's over 14. Oh man, I messed that up. So I'm using an ergo mouse in your hands like this, and I find that I like it. It's way more comfortable for an ergo mouse to move these types of mice here, but I find the precision is harder for me. All right, it didn't matter anyway. So we're going to rebet. I'm going to pull this off, put it on 14, and we are going to 8. All right, we have 8 units out there. Remember, when we get to 11, we're going to add that 11th number with 1 unit each, save that bet, and then we'll double the bet before the ball spins because we want actually 2 units on the 11, but we're going to save that base 11 1 unit. That way you can stair step up, you can ladder up 1 unit each on those 11 and only have to add the subsequent ones. All right, let's see if we can get a repeater here. We don't. Sweeter repeater. All right, so we are going to add, what did we just hit? 26. So that's 9. We got 2 more to go after this if we lose. And again, as you get to 11, it's only 1 unit, and you keep adding 1 unit until you get to 11 numbers covered. Then you're going to double the whole thing. And at 11, it starts at 2 units. From then on out, you're going to add a new number matching the current units, and then add 1 whole unit on top of that. And he says, if you get to the 14 numbers, it is a break even. It's not a profit, only on progression 14. All right, there's 9. We're at 10 numbers now. So let's hope we get a repeater right here. So you basically want a repeater before you get to, 14. But I believe he also said that the deeper you get in the progressions when you hit after 14, the more money you're going to make. So in some respects, you want this to go pretty deep. So we are at about 8 minutes here. So I'm going to go again, 20. Dang it, we needed that. All right, here we go, 20. We're adding that. We're at 11 units. I'm going to save that last bet, and then we'll double it, or in essence, go up 1 unit on this. Now, again, if we were to lose, let's say we lost and it hit a 12, we're going to add 2 units to the 12, but before we do that, we're going to click our saved bets to increase all of these to 3. Then we'll click to put 3 units on 12. So you're really only having to worry about 1 number there. Okay, 20, boom, that's a hit. All right, we're at 810 already. So 20, 9, 26, 8, 13, 34, 28, 34, 24. There we go. All right, we have our 7 numbers there. And maybe for these types of videos, I'll just get a regular mouse out because it's really hard for me this way to, I don't know, for whatever reason, to do precision micing. But man, my wrist was hurting so bad for quite a while. Using a regular mouse because I'm on front of the computer all the time. If you have that same issue with your wrist hurting and arms, try these ergo. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once I have gotten used to it, now I don't have that wrist pain anymore. All right, let's go Stuck on Repeat by Eric. Again, it's got to make at least $50. And I probably in the future, I'll consider it after these 2 videos, because I'm going to give on the last video to Mr. Bonzo, I'm going to give him the full 50%, but I think I'm going to cap it at $100 for you. So if we make $200, you get 100. If we make 250, you still get 100, because some of those, the risk goes, and if I lose 1,000, I want to have in the previous things to be able to recover. But at the same time, the more profit on these, I want to give it to charity. Okay. So I don't know yet. I'll make an announcement, but I think in the future, if you submit a strategy, I'll cap it at 100. And come on, guys. I mean, $100 to have me play your strategy, that's pretty good. All right. We're at 9 units. We're going to 10 units. And we're going to hit the 35. And I'm going to delete that previous 11 number bet. So yeah, so this one will go throughout. Like I said, the last one by Mr. Bonzo will get the full 50%, but I think moving forward, I'll cap it at $100. Everything else goes to profit. And as you remember, I want to start giving $500 at the end at least. So whatever these two, whatever the total is between the profit between the first video and this one, I'm going to then, you'll see a little video clip of me playing at the end, which is bringing our profit up to $500 if we can. All right, this is the final bet here. So we're going to save that bet and we're going to click it one more or hit the double button to go up. All right, I'm going to profit this one more time once we recover, and then I'm going to fast forward this thing and we're going to play for a total 30 minutes. We've been going for about 12 minutes now. I'll play for, 30 total minutes and bring it back at the very end and we'll see where we're at. All right. And I suggest you play this on the Prague table. For whatever reason, the Prague tables just seem to repeat more than the Evo tables do. Okay, 32. That's not what we wanted. All right. So I'm going to rebet and add 1 unit. We're up to 3. Put 3 units on 32. All right. Let's see if we can recover quickly on this. We are at, 12 numbers? 12 numbers. So if we miss on this one, we miss on the next one. The next one will be 14 numbers. And that's a break even only. While I don't want to lose money, it would be fun to see this thing get deep in the hole and then hit a win finally. Hit a win finally. So we'll see. I think 18 numbers is the max. There we go. It repeated. All right, there we go. Brought us $10. We up to $9.70. Okay, I'm going to keep playing. 32. I'm terrible at this. 3, because this is not the type of system I play. 28, 12, 20, and 9. All right. Let's put it in fast forward. I'm going to get out of here and we'll see you when we come back at the end. Okay? Cheers.
From the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is...
Okay, we're going to end it right there. It got up to 2320. I don't know what progression that was. Maybe that was our 14th where it's not coming up. I'm pretty sure I did everything right. Adding a unit, matching it, but who knows? Either way, no matter what, it would not have reached the $50 mark. I think that this has promise and just have to dial in, I think, the 10 cents, maybe to go to 25 cents. But when you go to those denominations, it's either got to be 20 cents or 50 cents because adding units can get difficult. So no payout, but Mr. Eric, stay tuned. I might take this one down the road and bring it back and try it again. Also, I'm keeping track of how much these make, and the top 5 or 10, depending on how many we do, we're going to go into bracket challenge. I'll play those, and the top 3 are going to get some fat prizes, okay? So stay tuned for this. So you're going to want to submit your strategy, because if you're in the top 5 or 10, I'll see how many of these go, how far we go. We're going to do a bracket challenge. I'll play them against each other, and we'll have some really good prizes for you. All right, that's it. Be good humans. Up next, quickly, I'm going to try to take the profit, take it to 500, and donate that to ASPCA. We'll be back. Cheers. All right, let's get going. Let's play for charity. Let's see if we can get this going up. We have $163 to donate right now by Eric's $23 that he won. We won $280 before that, but half of that profit is going away. So we are left with $163. I've got a $5,000 bankroll. I'm not going to mess around. Let's see if we can get a couple big hits here and call it quits. Let's put the timer on. Let's see if we can make $350 in 5 spins. All right, 4 spins, 3 spins, 3 spins. All right, I'm burning. This one doesn't count. This one doesn't count. All right, there we go. All right, there's one. Let's see here. That's 21, 40, $80. Yeah, let's go in at 420. Let's go in at 420 and see if we can get a couple of these. That's $80. Again, we need what? 163 is what we have, 150. So we need 350 bucks, roughly, just under that. So let's see if we can get a 237. So let's see if we can grab this. All right, we got 21 bucks. It's a good start. Come on now. There we go. All right, 105 up. Let's rebet that. And this would take us to 190-ish. And then I think one more hit after that would get us to our profit target. No, I'm going to need more than that. So we're going to have to do a bigger bet. If we win this one, we might go on a bigger bet. Like I said, I'm trying to get this. I was going to go for 3 spins. I said that first spin didn't count. I just wanted to get it going on so that we're taking as little time as possible doing this. But let's see what we can do here. I don't know. I'll probably end up losing more. Oh, bam, we just lost. All right, I'm probably going to end up losing more than it's worth. Oh, man, the dude just hit us on one of our whacks. Okay, here we go. I'm going to double. We're going to a 1680 bet. And I'm going to pile a little bit more on that. All right, let's go to a 1995 bet. Good year for music, for some music, right? 1995 for those of you that are old fogies like me. I like the 80s and I like some of the 90s music. The 80s, especially for like country. Back in the 80s and the 90s, I really liked the country back then. I still like a lot of the country today. It's just evolved and that's fine. All right, there we go. What does that get us up to? $84. Woo! Okay, you know what? Let's go. Let's see if we can grab 2 of these bad boys. All right, we're going for 350. We are technically at 4 spins, but we're at 3 spins. Let's see if we can get 5 spins. Give me 5 spins. Let's see if we can grab this in 5 spins. Let's go. Okay, you have both your words. Don't forget. Oh my gosh, this dude, right when we come in. Oh my gosh. Let's go. We're just going to have to pile it on as much as we can. All right, we're at $3,045 bet. Like I said, maybe it's cheaper. I just give the $350, but that's not as fun. That's not as fun. All right, let's see if this smug dude, this dealer hit us 2 out of 3 whacks. We really want a 0, 1, or 2. 3 is covered, but not a banger. I moved the 7 number over to 3. Let's see if we can get a banger here. Okay, we'll take it, but we're going to need a couple of these, dang it, but let's keep piling on. I'm just going to go max bets every time. We're at 36.75. Come on, casino gods. This is for the animals. This is for the ASPCA. Don't forget to click the link over there and donate. We're trying to raise $10,000. Every dollar helps. If you just donate $1, $5, $10, it adds up. It adds up. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, come on, man. Come on, we're due a 2 or 3 or 1. All right, we'll take a tornado. It was so close to that 7. All right, how far? We're at minus 567. You know what? We're just going to go in again and screw it. Let's go all in. All right, $4,410 bet. Come on. Come on. We just went 350 measly dollars. Oh, you know, I never thought, it's so funny when you play like 5 double streets. This is 29 number covers, it's Gladiator. You're like, if you were to bet only 8 numbers, or 9 numbers, you'd be thinking, oh my God. We just lost $4,000. This dude hit us on 13 and 15 and 8. Oh, it couldn't get worse than that. All right. No donations today. I'm sorry, ASPCA. We just lost 4,977, but that's how it goes. Pressing the bet. When you play reckless, expect it, accept it, right? I'm going to make it up and I'm going to try to get $1,000 next time because I really want to average 500. So not this time. It just was not meant to be. All right. Be good humans. Let me know in the comments and definitely get your strategy into our Discord server and post it under the Roulette channel. If I play it, you make money if it wins. All right. Cheers, guys. All right. Let's see if I can get this money back. We're at minus 4,000. I brought in a $20,000 bankroll so that we can get a little bit crazy here and degen a little bit. I'm going to go second and third dozen to warm up with a $480 bet. Let's see if we can get a couple wins here and maybe go in pretty big and see if we can get that $4,000 back and still get that 500 back. Let's throw the count up time on. So we're starting here. Let's see if we can get this. Of course, we hit as soon this dealer has it in for us. Seriously, he wasn't hitting any of our whacks. As soon as we get in, he hits a bunch of our whacks. And now he wasn't hitting. Look at this, all second and third dozen. This is the other 8. Ugh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till he wins again. I'm going to do it where I'm going to stay on second, third, but I'm going to wait till he hits a second and third again and go in even bigger. I'm going to pause it till we get there. All right. We're there. He won it. So we're going to double it. If I add a third, that puts us in a profit. That's a $1,400 bet. We're going to go for it. We're going to do a $5,600 bet. And if we win this, this would give us right half of that back. So let's hope. Now we got second and third dozen covered, but we don't have the 14 covered. So that's our whack there, but we do have the 0 covered. So right now we're hoping for a high number, but the way this guy's been hitting us, I feel like no matter what we play, he's going to whack us. Yes. I saw that 3 there, that 12, and I'm like, no way. All right, we got 25-17 back. Oof. Let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to go back to second, third dozen. I'm going to go back down to 480. I'm going to modulate my bets here. So I'm going to go down to 480. And then hope that we can get a couple wins in a row. This gives us $240 profit. If we hit the 20, that's a banger. It almost doubles our money or doubles our profit from 240 to 4 something. So, all right, there we go. That's a win. 23.37. I'm going to have to take some risks. Give me a couple here. We're going to play. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to sit through so much. Okay, here we go. The spin is underway. Remember, 20 was the last one. I'm just pausing you until he spins it so that you don't have to sit through that boring stuff and listen to me chime on. All right, there's another one. Okay. 2097. Woo! All right, I'm going to push our luck one more time, and then I'm going to switch to a different, maybe go back to 5 double streets or gladiator. I'll pause it. All right. On a spin, let's see. Come on, man. Give us a spin so we don't have to go in large. Okay. Oh, and he hits the whack right on our second dozen that we had, that we moved to 0. This guy finds our holes. Hole finder. Damn. All right. I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to wait. Actually, you know what? Let's go for it here, but I'm just going to do a 3x. This will recover plus put us into profit. And, let's see how this one goes. Okay. I'm not as nervous as obviously when we put those big bets in there and then we lost, but still a $1,440 bet. Oh, come on. Yes. There we go. We're down 1857. Let's go. What did that hit? 22. Let's go back here. Although he whacked us on the 14. I'm going to go base bet here and bring it back. Okay, spin is underway. Oh, that 3. No, the 3 isn't a banger for us anymore, but it is a win. Okay, there we go. We're at 1836. We're going to pick up the pace. We could have stayed on second and third dozen. I mean, he's nailing it over there, but let's, I'm going to do base bet one more time here and we'll move on. Ooh, sorry, I forgot to hit unpause. We won that one. It hit a 21. So every one of those wins is $21 profit. Man, he's just nailing that second and third dozen. Let's go back. Each one of these wins is $240. So if we had stayed there, we would have won a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, let's see if we can get a win here. And I'm going to try to remember to pause and unpause you guys as much as possible so it's not taking up as much time on this recovery. We're at 5 minutes. I would very much, oh man. Oh, that ball rolled weird. That ball rolled weird. All right, that's 25, 575. That went into a 25. It was going to go into 2. All right, $1,500. Oof. All right, let's go for an $840 bet here. Let's see if we can grab this one. 20, 40, 60, 120, 144, 108, $196 profit. We really would like a 0. That's what we would really, really, really like. But we'll take a 20. We'll take a 20. 1407, man. Look at that run. Ooh. I'll try one more. I'll try one more here. I'll pause you and bring him back. Okay, let's see where this lands. Let's see if he finally decides he wants to go to the first dozen. He doesn't, thank goodness. 1167. We're getting in striking range to where I'm going to place a final big bet. Let's see. I'm going to go one more bet here at the 2 dozens. This would get us down below 1,000. Cross our fingers. Here. Okay, we won that last bet. I accidentally hit the stop recording instead of the unpause. We won that last bet. He hit a 33. You can look here. The history is exactly the same, but we won on the 33. I'm switching back over to Gladiator for 105. I just feel like he's bound to hit a low at some point, but he's not. He's not. All right, we're going to go back. Let's see if we can ride this wave. Let's see how far we can ride this wave. I'm going to continue playing it where if I lose, I'll wait till it wins again before coming back. Oh no, now he left. Oh, all right. A dealer change. That's never a good sign. I'm going to put you on pause. All right, we're back. She spun it. Let's see if we can squeak one more second and third dozen out of this. New dealer. Dang it. He was really nailing that second and third dozen. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take that win. Ooh, we're on a terrible number right now. 666. Okay. What did she just hit? 18. Ooh. Should we risk it again? Screw it. We're here to gamble. Let's go. 480 again. Let's see if we can get another 2 dozen in. All right. Just hit a 34. We're at 426. Man, I'm tempted. Let's just ride this. Let's just ride this train. If we can get 2 more hits, that gets us back. If we could somehow get 2 more hits, I am tempted to bring our bet down instead of 480, go to like 240. And win 100. So if we win this one, I think I'll go ahead and slash our bet in half. All right. All right, let's see what happens. You know what? I'm not going to pause it for the rest. If you don't want to see this, just skip to the end or something, which I know you guys already do. I don't blame you. I do it too. But I know that some, oh, yes. Yes. Look at that. I thought it was going to be, we were toast. 186. Oh my gosh. Do we go for one more? You know what? I'm bringing my bets down. I'm going to go for this. This gets us $21. I'm going to just pause for a second. Obviously, if I would bet this again, we would actually be in positive territory, but man, that's such a streak. Look at this streak down here. 8 way back here is the last time we hit a first dozen. This is a scary thing. If you do static, single dozens or 2 dozens, you say static, you hit the wrong ones. And you could be in toast. Yes, we would have recovered. We would have recovered. Okay, screw it. Let's go. We should have just rode that train all the way in. This has been a great ride though. I mean, come on. We were down what? You know what? What's cool now is Raze did an update 2.0. It's the UI, the user interface has been completely revamped up, and their live stat graph, look at this. You get to see the balance, something that I've been complaining about a lot. Now you can see. So we can go to our deepest point right here and go, oh, 54.57. Come on, no. Oh, we just needed that one. It's that last effing spin curse. Oh, okay. I'm going to pause you until she hits on the other side. Then we're going to go in. Great. Then she hits a 0, which is what would be a banger number for us. All right. I am going to, I'm going to double this. I'm going to double this. That would break us even. I'm not going to triple it because this is already a $960 bet. If we lose this one, we'll be back down, just around $1,600. And I'm going to take a short break and then we'll come in and figure out what to do. We're very close. We were so close. One spin away from going into profit. That's how it always is. Then it just starts going downhill. Yes. All right. We got it again. We got it again. Can we do it now? Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'll pause you guys. This is a long wait. Okay, we're back. I wanted you to feel the tension with me. So she just spun the ball. I was going to wait closer to the middle, but I want you to feel the tension with me. Come on. Give us this win. Give us this win, please, casino gods. This is going to charity. This isn't even going into my bank account. No. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to pause you till she wins, and then we're going to 3x this bad boy and try to get it in one hit. Okay, I had to take a quick bio break. I missed. It hit 15. We would have normally bet right here, and we would have lost. So it's a good thing my bio break took a little longer than that. Oh man, 645, 1510. I'm going to pause you and I'm going to wait until we get at least 2 wins on the top 2 dozens, the second and third, before we go in. All right, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Looks like she's been hitting a couple highs after that 10. So let's go back in and we're going to go for a 3x. We're going to go for a 3x here. $1,440 bet. This would do it for us. So this would get us into profit. Wouldn't get us to the 350 we need. Now, come on, please, dealer. Please, dealer. Just give us a second or third, except for 14. But a 0 would be amazing. A 0 would be amazing right now. Yes, we got it. All right, let's fucking go. We're up $75 now. Oof. 75 on our way to 350. Let's see, 1610. She's hitting that. I'm not real comfortable with this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to, I'm going to do a $75 bet here with the old. I have taken the French Gladiator format and I have changed it up and moved the numbers because the 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12 are, seem to hit a lot. So I've moved it to cover those. And now we have 7 and 8 open. And in the entire 13th through 16th Street open. Of course, she hits the whack. I'm glad we're at even Steven right now. We're at even Steven. Oh man. All right. 9. All right, we're gonna go in with the new Gladiator, and we're gonna go back in with an $840 bet because. Why not? If we lose this one, I'm going to take a decent break and I'll come back later. But no matter what, we'll be down 840, but we were down what? We were down 54, 57 right there. So, okay. There we go. 168. There we go. Let's go. You know what? If we're going to do it, let's just do it. Let's go. $1,050 bet. If you want to know on Gladiator how to quickly determine what your profit will be on every number except our banger, 0, 1, and 2, take that, divide it by 5. That's roughly your profit, $200. Now, if we hit 1 and 2, it's a 3x payment. These pay $600. And if we hit this, it's like a 90% payout. So this one would make around 900, around 900-ish. All right, come on. Yes. $378. We did it. The next thing you're going to see from me is I'm going to go set up the charity distribution and we are going to give away over $500 of charity. I am so happy that the ASPCA is going to get this. I will be right back. Okay, let's rock and roll. Same screen as always, right? Here we are, the ASPCA, same 5C8. Let's get over here to here. We got $541. Here's that 5C8 address right here. Let's go to the end so you can see that. 5C8 and $541. I'm sending it Litecoin. Let's go. The last thing I'll have to do is put this in. and it's gone. Another 541. Now look at this. Today, this month alone, since July 15th, we have donated $3,359 to the ASPCA, and 300 of that, 307 went to the Humane Society. I'm so super happy. I was shooting for 2,000 a month, but we got well ahead of that. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for this roller coaster rides. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you next time. Be good humans. Cheers.